By the time this episode airs, the last week's episode of the podcast was with Mirasetti from Hailong, and we were talking about some of the same type of thing that we're talking about now here, where that primal layer, everything that goes back so far, it all goes back to the same source. There's like this common root that everything it points back to. So, and I'm glad to see people getting into that realization and not trying to become so pigeonholed into a region's belief of things. It's not that you're abandoning or not trying to, preserve the culture of your heritage and where you come from. It's realizing that it's dual. There's duality, and maybe even deeper than that. There's a shared experience that transcends all peoples.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, ancestry can mean more than just our blood ties to people. It can mean the connection we have to the land, because to be of a culture, to have indigenous roots to a place, that's what you are. You are of the land. The land is part of you, and you are connected to that land. Everything about the land, the rocks, the trees, the water, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah, and it's that, and I agree with it so strongly, and it's one of the big reasons why, when the things that we have to deal with in this modern day, that I have such a strong dislike of the folkish type that try
Yeah.
to say, oh, it's blood in the soil, and only people of a certain type can believe in it. First of all, I look at it to where, if someone, first of all, a lot of people on the other side will try to assert that, oh, heathenry is not an ethnic religion, and I say that's nonsense. All religions are ethnic religions. That doesn't mean they have to be ethnically exclusive, but every belief has some sort of root to it, right? But I view it, if someone of a different ethnicity, whether they be African or you're like completely Greek, don't even have to be non-white. It can be someone of a very Greek persuasion, or an Italian, a Russian, or whatever, or whomsoever. If they feel called to our traditions, that's fate. That is something that has been woven into their path, that we as mortals cannot dispute. That there's the Norns have already made the decision that this is something that they need, to experience, and then if they feel so strongly about it that that's what they want to follow, no one has a right to tell them, oh, you're not Germanic enough, because even that concept
Hmm.
in and of itself is so stupid.